Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Fantom, whose current price stands at the $0.2545 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 1.03%. And in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the EBOOK structures and the Fibonacci's. And I want to kickstart my video here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Fantom chart. So Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.16 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And after seeing the low of this higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bit of a bounce to the upper side, in a movement that is a higher Elliot wave count 3, then expect a wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure that I have over here, if I give you a measure from the all-time high, you can see that Fantom is down more than 90%, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the bear market low and also the low for that higher Elliot wave count 2. And very soon I'm expecting a reversal to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 to the upper side, and giving you a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $5.75 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect a Fantom to do in the next bull market, and that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out over here. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that can play out. Here on the 1 hour chart you can see we had been trading within this channel before we made our low, and after making our low we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures. And if I draw out my Elliot wave structure, we can have this as the first wave to the upper side, then we have seen an ABC corrective structure over here in the formation of a wave 2 before we continued pushing even high in the formation of that wave 3. Then I'm expecting a bit of a retracement in the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure, using the trend based Fibonacci, we can get to see whether this wave 3 to the upper side has done the minimum that we expect a wave 3 to the upper side to do, by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. And that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of the wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which is a target area that we have fully maximized. And you can see our wave 3 has continued pushing even higher, making it to the fib level 2.618, and that means this is an extended wave 3 to the upper side. And now there are chances that we might have seen the high for that wave 3, and very soon I'm expecting a bit of a retracement over here in the formation of a wave 4, and using the Fibonacci's to sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which I can mark here on the charts like that, which perfectly lies between the $0.21 mark and the $0.2 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this wave 4 to the lower side to do. And we also have a chart pattern that is supporting that movement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4, because that chart pattern is giving us a breakout to the lower side. And if I draw it out, we have a double top over here, having that as the first top, then we saw the formation of the neckline down there, then we saw another top. Then yesterday you can see we saw a bit of a retracement over here, and we are seeing another bounce to the upper side, touching the same top over here, meaning this is now a triple top, and there are chances that we might see a breakout to the lower side. And this is a chart pattern that breaks to the lower side, having the target area of the breakout as the height between the tops and the neckline. So using a trend line we can get that height and then place it below the neckline, and that gives me a minimum target area back to around the $0.02167 mark, and that perfectly lies within this target area that I've sketched out in the formation of this wave 4 to the lower side. So in case we see a breakout out of this chart pattern, there are chances that you might fully maximize the formation of this wave 4 before we see another impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of our wave 5. And in case we manage to break above these tops and continue, maybe even see a retest and continue pushing even higher, then that will be invalidating this chart pattern that I have over here, because we won't be having a triple top over here anymore. And in case that plays out, then there are chances that we might have not seen the high for this wave 3 to the upper side. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, on the 1 hour RSI, we are trading at around the 59 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side. Also any movements to the lower side will still be supported. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we had printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.